Get this bad boy rolling. What's up? What's up? September 24th, killing it, right? We just got done. I mean, we were day trading right now. The market didn't do nothing. 1 for 1. Bam. That's the way it goes, my friend. It's like taking candy from a baby. But now we're going to switch gears. We're going to get into our option swing trading. Completely change focus. One of the things I first want to talk about is 2 different mentalities, right? Day trading, in, out. Option swing trading, get in. You might be in that trade 3 to 5 days, maybe a little bit longer. We're going to go over a couple trades today that I know 2 of them, and I hit my target. One of the students, Andy, clocked 3 of them, and he's in another one right now about to clock it as a winner. But anyway, welcome back. Welcome aboard. Let's get into some options swing trading. So today is, and again, I do want to constantly stress, if you follow the rules, you can do this. You can do this. Just take the rules that you're getting in the Options Elite course and follow them. That's it, right? And if you have problems, again, I know we got Andy in here, Brandon, Dr. Al. What's up, Jason? Jeff, John, Roy, T, Money. You're into live coaching, right? In the members area because you're reinforcing the concepts. This year, I was just going over with the group. I'm back up over 94%, and I'm 94.7% win ratio for the year. We're almost about to clear September. And I'm over 94%. I have never been this high a win ratio in all 17 years, just so you know. Doing exactly what we're doing. All right. If you have any questions, type them in our private WebEx chat. Our private WebEx chat. You're in now, or you can put them in our WhatsApp group. Either one of those. But if you have a question, type it in somewhere, and I'll get to it. All right, today's the 24th. Let's get to work. All right, September 24th, we're going to start off by doing our posture analysis as always. First step in the process, posture analysis. So we go to our long-term posture, it's bullish. Our intermediate posture, bullish. Short-term posture, we're still haven't confirmed this high, but I can see this high is going to be higher than this high. Our last low is higher. That's a higher high and a higher low. Our short-term posture is bullish. If you have any questions on anything, so as I'm going through the process, if you have any questions, what I want you to do is I want you to type that in our WebEx, right? Or our Q&A, but you can just type it in our WebEx and we'll address it. Because I'm just going through my process, right? I'm doing our daily routine with this, what I do every day. All right, that's step number 1 in the process. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our game plan for the day. Our game plan is going to consist of what is the higher probability setup today and what strategy do you have permission to trade. All right, let's pull it over. We start off by looking at this SPX. The near-term blue line is falling. So the near-term blue line is angled down and it's above 50. So I've got multiple screens, right? So I'm kind of looking back and forth at this other screen. Near-term blue line is angled down. But again, it could be angled up in a minute. That's not the main point. The main point is, where is it at? It's above 50. Since it's above 50, we're closer to resistance than support. I mean, we're up here. We should be taking profit. We got in these bounce trades. You should be taking profit. Get in bounce trades when the market's at support. You get out when the market goes up to resistance, and then you rinse and repeat. That's what you do. Simple. Intermediate postures, bullish strong. So today, you can type it in chat as I'm rolling, but based on the information right now, what is the higher probability setup today? Type it in our WebEx chat group. so you can pap as fast as possible. Breakouts, absolutely. Breakouts. There you go. And if you want to know why, it's in the course, or you can ask your question. But there you go. Higher probability setup is breakouts. That means that any bearish trades you take, they're lower probability. Any bounce trades you take, they're lower probability. Doesn't mean they won't work. Doesn't mean they won't work. There's low probability trades that work all the time. Andy's in eBay. It's a low probability, and the son of a bitch is like a home run. The key is you just need to change the way you trade it. Trade it the way we've been talking about. If you're going to take low probability, go for it. It's still better off than 99% of the people out there trying to trade options. But shift the way you do it. All right, so there you go today. So what I want to do is I'm going to take this nuance now, and we'll go over the nuance first, and then we'll post it in all the groups, and then we're going to look at the two trades that I hit my target. And then Andy, I think you were in another trade, and then you're also in eBay. Anybody that's in trades right now or just got targeted out, type them in the group so we can go look at them. So nuance, probability today higher is bullish breakouts. Bounces are lower probability. The near-term blue line's above 50. If it crosses back, appreciate it. If it crosses back below 50, then bounce trades will be the higher probability. Same as yesterday. So now let's go ahead and post all this information inside the groups. Okay. Go here. I'm going to copy it. I do this every single day for the members. I don't know how much they pay attention, but they have no idea, right? How, I don't know, money it is. I didn't know who that clown is. All right, cool. I posted in the options elite. Now I'm going to post it in the, I posted in the Q&A group. Now I'm going to post it in the elite. All right, bam. So now let's do this. We're going to post this in the options room only. Okay, the options room only. Look at the market right now, basically flat again. So today, the higher probability setup is bullish breakout setups. That's the higher probability. Now, what should we do today? If you're going to trade bullish, should you buy calls? Should you do credit spreads? Should you do debit spreads? What is the strategy you are allowed to do today? I'm going to type it in our group. Yeah, Andy, you nailed it. You can do calls or spreads. You have fair game. The market moves in 5 directions, right? Up a lot, up a little, sideways, down a little, down a lot. We're in this quadrant right here based on what we teach. In that quadrant means you can do whatever you want. You're expecting this market to continue to rock and roll until it doesn't. There you go. Now, nuance. Let's go back and post the nuance. I only post the nuance in the options elite. That's it. There you go. So I'm going to copy and paste it. And then there you go. Now let me type in the group. If you have any stocks to look at, please. Andy's already posted several, which is great. And we'll take a look at those. If you have any stocks to look at, please post them here in the group. So, okay, I'm just typing in our private group. All right, cool. Now we're going to look at some right here. Number 3, manage any trade you're in. I got targeted out of 2 trades, and I'm still in 1 trade. Yesterday, I targeted out a GDX. And look at that son of a bitch going up again. So I got in on a bull flag setup. conservative entry, nailed my target. If you get 50% within 5 days, get out. Get out. I did that, out. And it's still going up. So beautiful trade right there. The next trade I hit my target was Verizon. And look at you, you son of a bitch. I hit my target late in the day yesterday, and it's going up again. The only reason I got out it was 50% within 5 days. Right there. And it's going up again. But that's what they do, man. Another beautiful flag. As you can see, I damn near called the bottom. Got in on my entry. This was an aggressive entry during the day. Got in. Nailed it in 3 days. Next setup, breakout. Write that down. Verizon, bias up, breakout setup. Home run. Another beauty. Another beauty. All right. Now, I'm currently in real estate. And damn it, that a boy. That a boy. Got in damn near the bottom. Taking a little heat. And now I'm on a roll, baby. Winning in that trade, also. If I close it out, that's going to put me over 95% for the year. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm 2 for my last 2. Hopefully 3 for my last 3. Andy says he's in Vanguard Real Estate. Beautiful bias up bull flag. Andy's killing it. He's on the way. I don't know if you're still within 5 days, but yeah, it looks like you are. 50% 5 days, zone to zone. Looks like you're going to be exiting trade pretty soon for another winner. That's how you do it, guy. It's so easy. I don't get it. Chewy, this is the only one that's kind of a dog. I'm not in this trade. I'm only in real estate left. But here, flag, still working. Yeah, damn you, Chewy. Still working. Stay with it until there's an exit signal. AT&T, another beautiful flag, conservative entry, zone to zone or 50%. You're going to probably be exiting that one soon with a winner as well. That's how you do it. Guys, if you consistently do, oh, God dang it. Let me go back here. Okay. Hey, winner's a winner, right? Winner's a winner. Low probability of going zone to zone, so you might get some 30s and some 40s. But going back to this, what's another reason why you want to pick one bullish or one bearish to master? You start to really understand from a management point. I can look at those flags and know instantly what needs to be done. When you trade the same thing over and over again, you get really good at it. Management of the trade is the hardest part. Dr. Al said earlier in the day trading, you know, the FOMO, the letting the trade run, you know, just the management. When you trade the same setup, management, it becomes so mechanical. I trade bull flags and bear flags. Like that is just pasted. Should be pasted on your wall. Or I trade squeezes. Whatever setup you trade. Master that sumbitch. Looking good. So that's it. I've targeted out of 2 trades. Oh, and you said you got an eBay. Andy got an eBay. I want to point this out because eBay is a damn monster. Look at that. How's he doing? Should be out of that trade pretty damn soon because look at this. Another sexy bull flag. Another entry. Bam. Zone to zone. 50%. You'll be exiting pretty much immediately, I would imagine. As soon as your rules tell you. But I would imagine it's pretty soon. 1 day trade. Got in yesterday. That was the entry. We talked about it. That was the conservative entry. And now it's in the zone. What more do you want? I don't understand how anybody can lose if they just follow the plan. You actually can't. You can't. And it's 33% in 1 day. How many banks give you? Every one of them's a winner. Why? Because that's what we do. When the market's bullish, bam, the market had a slight pullback. This was down here in this zone. When I took those trades, the blue line was in the zone. And it bounced. She's a freak. That's what freaks do. What movie is that from, Jason? I'm so happy because we just win, right? So it's fun when you're winning, right? All right. Next thing. I'm done with managing my trades. We've taken a look at your trades, crushing it. If you I'm fucking dying in here. If you have any trades that you're in, post them. I'll help you if you need it. If you just want reassurance, go for it. All right, now we're going to go through our at the gates. I'm going to manage my at the gates. What am I going to look? I want to see if a setup is still valid. Remember, the key to this game is to trade your setup consistently. If you're trading flags with me, they're the best setup in the freaking world. At least in the option swing trading. We were talking about earlier with the futures. It's really weird. I like trading breakouts. It's crazy. Anyway, let's go through our at the gates. I'm going to sort it. Chewy. Do I need to leave it on there? Yes. Oh. Was that Dynatrace? Nope. I need to take it off. Next setup. Breakout. All right, take it off the list. International paper. Well, guess what? What's going on with international paper? Conservative entry right now. International paper. Okay, so let's go through the process. Should we leave it on the list? Yes. Number 2, bias up. Setup, bull flag. Clean. But it's a low probability. That's fine. This is a low probability bull flag giving you a conservative entry right now. Low probability, conservative entry right now. Smurfette. Guess what? What do you see, my friends? Low probability, bias up, conservative entry right now. There's 2 conservative entries right now. Visa. I'm going to take Visa off my list. I don't like when the blue line starts to work and then curves back down and the gap. Visa, bye-bye. VTR. Well, damn you, VTR. You already bounced. Now you're in the upper zone. Can't take you. So right now you got a conservative entry on international paper and Smurfit Westrock. And then Chewy stays on your list. There you go. That's my at the gates. Every day. Now I'm going to go look for what? More setups. Look for setups. And since you guys know your at the gates becomes your most important watch list. Your at the gates is where you take every stock in the universe and you narrow it down into a select group that you're willing to trade. That's called laser focus, right? Laser focus. Everybody in this room, Andy, Brandon, Dr. Al, Jeff, Jason, John, Roy, T-Money, laser focus. When you got laser focus, you win. You don't get so stressed. You know what you're going to do every day. If you guys know, some of you have been coming for years. We redid the course about a year ago. And again, I redid it based on one of the students kind of telling me, hey, this is great, but hey, this is where I struggle. I thought about it. I agreed. I redid everything. So the course is laser focused. This coaching is laser focused, and our winning is laser focused. 94.7. Come on. All right. Let's go look at our non-correlated watch list. You got any stocks to look at? Type them in. I'm searching for setups that I can put on my at the gates. I got so many. There it is. Right. Nope. Right there. Let's go to work. Damn you, Coinbase, you son of a bitch. All right, here we go. First thing we do is we establish a bias. We identify setup. So my non-correlated, I gave you all the watch list. I'm willing to trade these regardless of what the market's doing. I trade my non-correlated based on the stock itself. These are all ETFs. These are the ETFs that I'm willing to trade. If it's another ETF, it's not on that list, I'm not trading it. Remember we talked about yesterday. That's so important. You're going to miss setups. Don't miss your setup. Coinbase buys down. What's the setup? No setup. Now, another thing is, I posted this yesterday inside the group. At the very bottom, these were the setups from yesterday. I don't want to double post them, so I'm going to put these off to the side over here. And if I see a setup that's the same, I'm not going to repost it today in the group. But this is what I posted yesterday. So let me move it off to the side. Coinbase buys down, no setup. UUP buys down. This is a black squeeze. So this is a daily squeeze to the downside. So UUP buys down, black squeeze. It's also a bearish breakout, but you do have this fake out here. So let's just leave this one as a black squeeze. So this is a downtrending black squeeze. XHB Home Builders bias up. I don't like this little chopping around right now. We were looking at this as a flag, but it's kind of just going sideways. It's not clean for me. Real estate, we're in real estate. It's in the zone, but this is a high probability trade. So I'm not going to manage this trade zone to zone. That's not the way I'm going to manage it. XOP, no setup. Gold, wow. Gold broke out several days ago. Just cruising. No setup. If you have any setups, post them in. Oil buys down, no setup. Getting back above this. This is about to change bullish. We'll see how it goes. GDX, you guys know I nail my 50% target within 5 days. Now it's working up. What do? We just wait for another setup. The Brazilian ETF. This is a bias down black squeeze. So write that down. EWZ bias down black squeeze. I haven't posted that one yet. That's a new one. Emerging markets. Oh my God. Look at this. Wow. It broke out yesterday, and if somebody got into that breakout, boy, are they getting rewarded today. It's crazy. Silver. Nice strong move right now. I'm going to say there's no setup. You know, it's just kind of grinding. Let it get up a little bit and give us an opportunity. China. China gapped up. That's why the emerging markets did. Holy crap. China gapped up big time. Wow. Copper. Son of a bitch. FCX. Wow. Those were 3 monster, up 7%. No setup. That's it. That's my non-correlated watch list. A couple breakout setups, a couple black squeezes. CDE. T-Money. CDE.
Was that 𝗙𝘂𝘁𝗂𝗍? So let's take a look at this. What's the bias? Up. What's the setup? So I'm not going to classify this as a flag. I don't see it as a flag. What I see it is a breakout setup. Okay. I see this as a nice, beautiful bias up, breakout setup. This was the flag back here. Bounce, sideways, breakout setup is what I see. So bias up, beautiful breakout setup. Right now, the stock is $7.24. The breakout is $7.42. Okay. Nice. Bouncing off that 8. Good looking chart. I don't know this stock, CDE, but I know that you do because you don't trade stocks that you don't know. Nice looking breakout setup. Oh, gold. Yeah, I knew you know it. There you go. Gold mining. Tony knows all. Again, you know the stocks you trade, right? Now, there's some that I don't know, but I have my scan set up to where the criteria is good enough, right? Way to go, money. All right. So now, what are we going to look at? Let's go look at the Andy special. Andy bias up, conservative, all optionable. Anything there? Sometimes it take a couple seconds, so nothing there. All right, let's go to the Andy bias down special. See if there's anything there. Oh, you know what I need to do? God, I forget, guys. Let me go back to my non-correlated. So there's nothing there. What do I do? I forget to do this like every damn day. Let's go take a look at energy. What's energy doing? Energy is no bias. All right, cool. So we're not going to look at our energy stocks today. Not today. Bias up flag. There we go. Let's go through that list. Slow to pop up. If something popped up, let me know. Let me know if something popped up. Oh, did you? Oh, yeah. All right. IP, which, look at this. Guys, check this out. That's the 2 that we just said. This is how that scan. Didn't we just say that there was the confirmations? There you go. That scan is confirming what we already looked at. Well done on that scan. Because that scan is giving you a conservative entry. And it happens to be on our at the gates. It's confirming it perfectly. You know what? Let me go look at the bias down just to make sure nothing popped up there. No. I'll leave that up right there. All right, so here's our bias up flags. Remember, we have multiple scans. We should all be on the same page. Everybody should have this scan and these 2, right? If we're, yeah, why not be on the same page so we're doing the same damn things? Okay. Almost 95% for the year. Yeah, that's good. You could share in here. That's cool. Yeah. All right, let's go look at AFRM. Now, just because it's on this scan doesn't just mean you go put it in the active gates. You got to go look at it first. What's the setup? Yep, I see this is a bias up bull flag. Write that down. AFRM. Bias up bull flag. Beauty. CNC. Okay, beautiful. Thanks, Andy. CNC. All right. Is that a flag? Based on our criteria. Here's a high. Here's a high. Here's a low. That's a lower high. Not gonna do it. That was the up. Andy's posting the scan on the group. Let's go look at KRE. There you go. So the first one is the bias up. The second one is the bias down. Regional banking sector. Look at this one. I see this as a flag and a black squeeze. So KRE bias up, bull flag, and black squeeze. So what you might be saying is, I thought you said you weren't going to trade any ETFs.
that weren't part of your non-correlated. Let me go back. The only way I will trade it is if it pops up in one of my scans. I'm willing to trade any valid setup that pops up in my scans, which means KRE is popping up in my scan. I see this as a bias up flag. It's going in my at the gates, period. This one's giving us an intermediate confirmation signal, aggressive. Let's go see what the setup looks like. Well, by God. Now, this one is interesting. Synchrony Financial, I think that is. Is it a valid flag? Yes. Bias up? Yes. Aggressive entry right now. Is it clean? Barely. It is hanging on by a thread. What's the probability? Low. Which means if it's a low probability, we don't have permission to take aggressive entries. So you're not going to step in front of this bus. I'm going to put it on my at the gates, but it's clean barely. If this goes non-clean, it's gone. So it's still a flag right this second. That makes sense on what we're talking about. So here's what I'm going to do. I just wrote down, I'm going to put in my at the gates, AFRM. I'm going to put KRE. I'm going to put SYF, but that one might be gone tomorrow. Exactly. Look what Andy typed in the WebEx. It's low probability because of exactly what he typed. That's the only reason. Now, this is borderline not clean. So this is one that's like, it's running all sorts of bubbles. But if it stays above there, bounces up, gives us a conservative entry, then you would have it. But that's exactly why. Remember, what's the bias? What's the setup? Is the setup clean? Is it high or low probability? That determines the way you attack it. All right, let's go look at our bias down. Nothing's popping up. Why am I looking at bias down? Well, I'm allowed to trade a bear flag at any time I want to. I just have to decide, do I trade it low or I only wait for high probability? So you never know how the market changes. Why not load up your at the gates with both bullish and bearish? Because you don't know how the market's going to change throughout the day. We don't know. Shit. All right. I'll come back to these. Now let's go through our bias up. We're going to go through these. Every one of these is bias up. There you go. Set them to all optionable. Set them to all optionable. Exactly. That way it's pumping through every single optionable stock that meets our criteria. Now, bias up. I'm going to go through these bad boys. I'm going to give you the setup. They're all bias up, so I'm not going to be saying bias up, bias up, bias up. Setup. Right? What I will do to help you is I'll tell you if it's a low probability or a high probability. You should be able to know that on your own, but I'll tell you anyway. Apple. Okay, I look at this as a low probability black squeeze working on a borderline breakout. Remember, I only post high probability setups inside the WhatsApp group. Well, I'll post the low probability flags, but I'll tell you, other than the low probability flags, I only post high probability. And I post a low probability flags because a lot of you trade them. AEP, bias up. I need to stop saying that. No setup. AMD, you know, you're working on a breakout. Okay, breakout setup. High probability breakout setup. Amazon, second chance breakout. Well, broke out, pulled back. Not really a second chance breakout anymore. This is just a breakout that you should already be in. Now you're managing it. Baba, holy, that's why that sumbitch. Wow. Alibaba. There must have been news on that. Wow. Shut up big time. There's no setup now. Best Buy, no setup. BTU, whoa, look at that. Breaking out right now. BTU is giving you a breakout right now. Beautiful breakout. Okay, follow your breakout trading plan rules for targets, for stop losses, and how you manage the trade. CCJ, nice, beautiful shot. Squeeze, one dot squeeze, fired. Wait for the next setup. We already looked at you, you dog. Damn! Low probability squeeze. Shit. Rocket ship. Cisco. Just grinding up higher, right? Above the 8. Super strong. Broke out 4 days ago. No setup. Damn. But again, okay. So why is this happening? Why is almost everything we're looking at way up here? Guess what? 60 to 70% of the stocks follow what the market's doing. If the market's closer to resistance, a lot of these stocks are at resistance or higher. It's very simple. I would bet that not a single one of y'all focused on this like hardcore like you're focusing on this now. Let me know in chat if I'm wrong. But I would be very surprised if any person in here paid attention as much to what we're talking about now back in the days. I would doubt it, because if that's the case, you probably would have never been losing your whole life. DD, oh my gosh. Breaking out today. DuPont, damn, that was a breakout setup I posted, and it is going nuts. Breakout now. Squeeze fired. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, we know Andy's in the piggy bank on eBay. Beautiful flag. eBay. Shit. Breakout. Another winner, right? Winner, 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 winner. You know, you're like, shit, how am I winning so much? Because you're following the damn plan, man. Well, we already know what happened that one. That was a beauty. That's a damn rocket ship. HP. It's working its way. Let's go ahead and classify HP as a breakout setup. HPQ, I'm sorry. HPQ, breakout setup. Nordstrom, low probability, squeeze. Kind of chopping around, but this, I would say, I would classify this one as a, I mean, you could even do this. Watch this. It's a breakout setup. Look, right there. That's a breakout area. It's also a low probability squeeze, high probability breakout. Southwest Airlines, high probability, breakout setup, low probability squeeze. I'm just writing these down so I can post them in our group. I only post the high probabilities except the flags, right? I only minus. Wow. Las Vegas Sands. Medtronic, low probability squeeze. Stacked moving averages. Working its way up. It's still got a little ways to go, but tomorrow, if it gets near the top, we'll look at it more as a breakout. Facebook, starting to pull back. I'm going to give it one more day, and then I'm going to put that on my at the gates if it pulls back. But as of right now, I'd like to see it pull back one more day. Marvell, low probability squeeze. Stacked moving averages, low probability squeeze. Remember, if you trade squeezes, you take these damn squeeze trades and you put them in your at the gates. Because just because they're low probability don't mean by the end of the day they won't be high probability. Things change. That's why you got to know what distinguishes them. So you can have yourself, all you're doing is putting yourself in the best position to win money consistently. If this is your job, you've got to treat it like a job. No setup. Oracle. No setup. Pan American Silver. Oh, baby. Breaking out right now. PAAS. Breaking out right now. Palantir. No setup. Just chopping around. Royal Caribbean. I like the move up. It's above the 8. It's strong. Squeeze fire to the upside. No setup. Starbucks. No setup. Shopify. No setup. We already looked at silver. AT&T, well, we already saw there was a nice flag. If you're in it, stay with the trade. But now it's a little too late, so I have to wait. T-Mobile. Low probability black squeeze. Working its way up to a breakout setup. Okay. All right. Uber. Remember, this is my bias up. Okay, so the stocks that are on this list, they're coming from my master watch list. I have a little bit over 100 stocks, I think. I haven't counted them, but there's around 100 of my master watch list. My scan runs through that master watch list, and it's giving me my criteria that I'm looking for. Every person in here, I've posted it, should have my exact master watch list. Exactly. We should be on the same page. And I think most of you, if not all of you, have this scan also. We should be on the same page. We're doing the same things every day. VTR. Working its way to a breakout setup. Right, next setup on VTR is a breakout. WDC. I don't really see this as a flag. I don't really like this kind of congestion, but I do see this as a black squeeze, right? WDC black squeeze. Walmart. Breakout setup. Wow. Look at that. You tell me. Was that the picture of champions? That's what they do. Breakout, bull flag, breakout, bull flag, breakout, bull flag, consolidation, squeeze, breakout. That's the progression. Walmart, high probability, breakout setup. United Steel, breakout setup, right? Actually, I've already posted Walmart. You know, I wasn't paying attention. I've already posted Walmart. I just don't want to post stuff twice that I've already posted. Okay. I've already posted PAS. Actually, that's breaking out now. That's a breakout setup. We already looked at home builders. And I'm not allowed to trade ExxonMobil today. So, of all these, do I have any flags to put on my list? No. I've already put all the flags on it. Let me get my highlighter real quick. AFRM, we already got that. Anybody got any ones that we need to look at? CRE. A lot of breakouts, a lot of squeezes. Let's go back up here and see if there's anything new on these scans, right? Nope. There you go. So that's where I'm at, right? And how long should this take you every day? You snagged half a position on IP. Okay. I mean, that was a good one. IP and SW. Right there. So if you let me make sure I got this point home. Can you do this if you have a full-time job? Super easy. How do you know? Because that's what I did. I had a full-time job when I learned how to trade. And I traded for shit. Probably 13 plus years with the full-time job. That's how I was taught. That's why I named my book Trading Part-Time. Teaches you how to do it in 1 hour a day or less. I could do my whole routine in less than 30 minutes a day. The only reason I take long is because I'm purposely going slow so I can teach you. Okay? Posture analysis every day. Game plan every day. Okay, what's the high probability setup for the day? What's the low probability setup? What is your strategy? What's your nuance? Manage your trades. For lock in profit. Take targets, whatever. Adjust. Go through your watch list. At the gates, your new watch list for the day based on your criteria. Get your at the gates loaded, locked and loaded, and wait patiently. Okay, 2 entries. Entry. Bam. Low probability, clean flags. It is what it is. Okay. Anybody else got anything to look at? I'm going to post the high probability setups for the day. Okay. I'm going to be posting all of them. So if you got any questions right now, let's do it. Any stocks right now, let's do it. If not, that's it. I don't want you to stare at your stuff unless you have to. You guys know exactly what I do. I gave you my exact schedule yesterday. All right. I got my list. I'm ready to go. I'm 94.7% win ratio for the year. I'm in 1 trade right now. I've already targeted out of 2. If it wins, I'll be over 95%. I've never done that. And you know why I think so is because I don't think I've ever focused as much as I'm focusing now on stuff that nobody talks about. Okay. I didn't even talk about this stuff back in the days. Back in the days, I was like everybody else. Let's just look at stocks, look for setups, and take a bunch of trades. But then I'm not going to lie. One of the students told me, hey, this is where I struggle. And I thought about it and I'm like, damn, I get it. I'm not even teaching that. So that's what I did. So Jason says, I was out of IP with 50% overnight with shorter expiration. Perfect. Whatever meets your criteria, you follow. The only thing I will tell you is, again, that was probably an aggressive entry. Because if you took it yesterday, it would have had to have been an aggressive entry throughout the day. Yeah, okay. And that's cool. As long as you're allowed to take aggressive entries, you do it. I love aggressive entries on high probability. And he was out at 50% in 1 day, not even really a day. Just always be consistent in your process. Always be consistent. As long as you're consistent, You're going to beat this game. You're going to beat this game. All right. Let's do this real quick, guys. So in the room, you've got the groups. I'm going to be posting the high probability setups for the day. I'll post these couple low probability flags as well. Continue to post in the group. We have the same list. If you see something, post it. I'm doing a lot of stuff. I miss things because I'm doing shit. If you see something, post it. So I can say, oh shit, that popped up on the scan. Let me go to my computer, take a look at it. Or maybe I'm doing something else and I can see y'all post it. I'm like, oh shit, let me go. Help each other out. That's what we do. All right. Let's do this real quick, guys. So